Shut up! Zhao Hai struck his foolish cousin with a fierce slap, sending him tumbling across the ground. Then, without delay, he dropped to his knees in terror, pressing his forehead to the earth as his body trembled. Attendant Zhao Hai greets senior brother Meng. Meng Hao looked at the impostor with cold disappointment. You may not have followed me for long, but you should at least understand my temper. Zhao Hai stammered, I do. A flicker of flame ignited in his finger, ignoring the desperate pleas of young Master Zhao, little brother. Without another word, Zhao Hai extended his hand, and the flames engulfed young Master Zhao entirely, his agonized screams echoing as those nearby trembled in fear. Immediately afterward he turned back to Meng Hao and kowtowed repeatedly, begging, Senior brother Meng, please spare my life. Meng Hao pointed at him decisively. Since you're so attached to the mortal world, then from now on, live the rest of your days as an ordinary mortal. Zhao Hai froze, a mouthful of blood spilling from his lips as his cultivation was completely destroyed. Meng Hao turned coldly toward the servants. Take him away, and carry off that corpse as well. Zhao Hai weakly replied, Thank you, senior brother, for sparing my life. Faced with Meng Hao's ruthlessness, Uncle Li stood nearby, stunned into silence, barely able to mutter this. Meng Hao cupped his hands apologetically. It's my fault for failing to discipline him. He is my attendant. After the sect reformed, he left on his own and ended up dragging you into this, Uncle Li. Li Dafu waved his hands nervously. I wouldn't dare. Many thanks to the immortal for saving me. There's no need for that, Uncle Li. That little fatty, Li Fugue, is a close friend of mine from the sect. I returned to his hometown on his behalf, and upon seeing this, naturally, I couldn't ignore it. Safe travels, mortal. May your road ahead be smooth. So my boy truly achieved something worthwhile. Our benefactor said he's from the same sect, which means he's become an immortal too. I'll go to the ancestral hall to burn incense. This brings great honor to our Li family. Everyone who needed to witness this has now seen it. Before departing, Meng Hao flew toward a nearby cave, thinking to himself, before leaving, I should take one last look there. I will seal the heavens. Staring into the void, memories surfaced. This is where my fate first took root. Back then, Senior Sister Su was at the 7th layer of Qi condensation, and now I too have reached that same level. It feels as though these 3 years have come full circle, beginning here and ending here. If that's true, then my return today, could this be the start of something new? Scratching his head, Meng Hao sighed. As the sages say, you never know where the road leads until you take the first step. Back then I lacked money, and now I lack spirit stones. Seems nothing has really changed. Suddenly, a familiar voice echoed from above the cliff. I knew you would return here. Startled, Meng Hao looked up and asked, Why are you here? The one who appeared was Shangguan Xiu. He sneered coldly. I was planning to return to the sect to retrieve something. Judging the timing, if you went home, it would be around now, so I came to wait for you, to catch up, perhaps. Without the inner sect trial this time, how do you intend to escape my grasp? Without hesitation, Meng Hao stepped onto his flying sword and shot away, while Shangguan Xiu burst into laughter. Ha ha ha, run, go on, run as fast as you can. Immediately he pursued like a phantom, the ground beneath him exploding from the force of his movement. Staring at Meng Hao's retreating figure, he thought, I still don't know what that mysterious treasure on him is, but it must be extraordinary. He then unleashed a stream of blue spiritual energy forward and shouted, Meng Hao, you won't escape today, you will become the nourishment for my foundation establishment. Meng Hao responded by releasing a series of sword chi backward, blocking the incoming attack. The two forces collided midair. Meng Hao's sword chi shattered the blue energy and continued streaking toward the old man. Shangguan Xiu waved them aside casually, his eyes widening in shock. He's already at the 7th layer of Qi condensation. He advanced again. Clenching his fist, he thought, whatever secret he carries will definitely help me establish my foundation. I cannot let him escape. I was supposed to return to the Reliance sect to harvest a certain herb. If I waste too much time here, I'll miss its blooming period and ruin everything. I must kill this brat within 2 days. Meng Hao understood clearly. Shangguan Xiu is at the 9th layer of Qi condensation, only one step from foundation establishment. The gap between us is enormous, my flying swords and pills won't last. I absolutely cannot confront him head-on. Meng Hao deliberately lured Shang Guanxiu deeper into the snowy mountains ahead. Atop a towering snow-covered peak, a significant event was unfolding. A long line of disciples stood solemnly, preparing for a harsh trial. As a calm voice spoke, "These 100 individuals are outer sect disciples I have brought this time." Wu Dingqiu of Ziyun's sect pointed toward them and said, "Old Monster Song, what do you think?" Old Monster Song smirked, not bad. Your Ziyun sect truly deserves its reputation as one of the 5 great sects of the southern domain. Quite a few good seedlings this time." Wu Dingqiu produced a glowing green stone. "In that case, let's settle our wager. This will be my stake, the Sky Crystal Stone." Old Monster Song responded in kind, revealing a pitch-black stone. "No problem. My stake will be that piece of shattered star you've been eyeing." Pointing toward a tattered flag atop the peak, he said, "See that flag at the summit? If your disciples can climb the mountain and take it down, you win. But if they fail to reach the top, that Sky Crystal Stone will belong to me." Wu Dingqiu replied confidently, "Rest assured, the disciples I brought this time won't just tear down that flag, they'll strip your treasure mountain clean. When your spirit beasts lie scattered in defeat, don't you dare go back on your word." Old Monster Song declared, "I, Song, have roamed the world for over 400 years and never broken my word. Hear this. Once this mountain opens, for 7 days, not just your Ziyun disciples, but any disciple below foundation from any sect may enter. Whoever has the ability may take the treasure. If someone truly empties this mountain, I won't even blink. If I go back on my word, I'll abandon the surname Song. But let me make this clear first. If they lack the strength and become food for my spirit beasts, that is their fate. Do not blame me." The 2 old men began arguing fiercely. "Every disciple of my Ziyun sect is exceptional. Emptying your mountain will be effortless. This treasure mountain of mine, the main peak, was once the southern domain Sky Mountain. I moved it here and spent 60 years refining it until it became one with this land. Within 100 li, spirit beasts roam fiercely. Your 100 disciples aren't even enough to feed them." The disciples below exchanged helpless glances and whispered, "We're nothing more than toys in their wager. Be quiet, or you'll end up as a toy-turned-corpse." Wu Dingqiu commanded, "Ziyun sect disciples, though this is your first time leaving the sect, life and death on this mountain depends on fate. This is one of your intersect promotion trials. Reach the mountain, 1 mark, reach halfway, 2 marks. Whoever reaches the summit and tears down that flag for me, I will accept him as a personal disciple immediately, and he will become a direct intersect disciple of Ziyun sect. What are you waiting for? Move!" "Yes, Elder," hundreds of disciples shouted in unison as they charged forward. Old Wu stroked his beard proudly. "Humph, now I'll show you the strength of my Ziyun sect." Old Song replied calmly, "If they wish to climb the mountain, they must first pass through the forest." The moment they entered the forest, massive white wolves lunged forward with thunderous roars. A gigantic savage beast swung its arm, sending disciples flying as screams erupted. The monsters caught them completely off guard. Old Monster Song laughed smugly. "See that, Wu Dingqiu? These are the spirit beasts I've raised. What do you think? Forget the stronger ones higher up. Even this outer forest is enough to overwhelm your disciples." Meng Hao, flying behind on his sword, also sensed something unusual. "There are spirit beasts ahead, right? Back in Black Mountain I escaped by driving beasts into pursuit. Perhaps I can try the same tactic again this time."